Hey guys, Greg Alexander. Today I want to explain to you how to build an off-grid shower. Well, first of all, I just put this new walkway in. I got to put poly sand in it and some edge support. But here is my outdoor off-grid shower. As you can see, there's some rainwater collection barrels at top. What happens with this is the rainwater is collected into the gutter. I have a gutter guard on there, which, you know, keeps most of the debris out, and that water fills up this white pipe here. When that pipe fills all the way up to the top, it overflows into these two barrels and equalizes out. And then that water is fed into the shower. And what that first flush diverter does, that white pipe, you know, it collects all the first part of the rain, the dirtiest part of the water, and you know, kind of acts as like a pre-filter. Also have a filter going into the pipe, or into the barrel from the pipe up on the top there. And after it's done, there's a little weep hole here at the bottom where the pipe will drain out again, and you can start fresh with the next rain. So what that water goes into the two pipes, or into the two barrels, equalizes in the pipes, and then goes into the shower house. Okay, let's go in here and take a look. Water comes in from the pipes into this whole house filter on through to this DC pump. When you turn the valve on for the shower, which is right here, it senses the pressure drop and the pump kicks on and the shower starts to operate water-wise. So it goes through this Camplux on-demand heater, and this Camplux on-demand heater is propane fed, no electric required. And when it senses water flow, the automatic igniter kicks on, which is just basically, I think, a D battery that you put in there, and it heats the water instantly, hot as you want it. Also put a couple drains on here to drain the system out, and then I can shut the water completely off, hot water. Well, this line also feeds a line of hot water into my house to go to my sink, so I have hot water at the sink also. So how do I power the pump? There's the switch and the wire coming in. Well, let's take a look at that. So this is how I power the pump. I have a small solar panel here. This solar panel has its own small charge controller wired right into it that keeps the charge up on this 12-volt deep cycle battery here. There's just a wire clip or a battery clip on both sides that keeps the battery charged up. And then that battery has a wire wired to it that goes to this conduit, which goes into the shower house. Now in the shower, I have all pressure treated 2x4s turned up on their side on the floor, suspended over top of a pit that is filled with stone. It's basically a French drain. I have very sandy soil here. I have no problems, no water standing whatsoever. If you didn't have sandy soil, you know, you could dig out and put a catch basin underneath of it and then run some perforated pipe out into a, you know, an extended stone bed, kind of like you would a septic drain line, to get rid of the water. So in here I also have, you know, my bench that we can sit on, little mirror on the wall. There's the shower head up there. And people ask me about, well, isn't it cold in the wintertime taking a shower out here? It's really not that cold, but if it is really cold, see, there's a little propane heater that I keep you know, out here when it's cold, and I turn this on maybe 10 minutes before I come out to take a shower and heat it up. And it's got plenty of distance between the heater and the shower head that there's no water getting on it at all. So that's how I keep it, you know, warmed up in here. And then in the roof, of course, I use a clear poly roof, so I have plenty of light in here. And the soffit is just screened in to keep the birds out. So, and it's just simple 4x4 construction with some 2x4s and salt treated plywood. And then I have some salt treated, you know, little battens that I put on the wall. And here's the propane tank. I just keep it here underneath of the house next to the shower with the pipe that goes on in to the Camplux on-demand propane hot water heater. So that's pretty much it for building a outdoor shower. One other thing that I did do is I got this old funnel up here, which if I were ever to run out of rainwater, then I could just stick that in the hole at the top and take a couple 5-gallon buckets of water and dump it in there. So I no longer use this rainwater collection system. Now I have pressurized water coming in from a solar well, 12-volt solar submersible well and pump that I put in here a little while back. So I now have pressurized water. So I don't use the rainwater collection anymore, but I used it for, you know, 5-6 years with no problems, other than I did freeze this one time. The metal radiator on the inside froze and broke, and I had to get a new one. So the solution for that is, if it's extremely cold, to either drain the system, or I thought would be quick and easy would be to build like a 2-inch solid foam box to put over this whole area that I could just stick up there and take it down when I needed to. And I believe that'd be plenty of insulation to keep that from freezing, except in the absolute most extreme situations. So I hope you enjoyed. That's how you build an off-grid shower. Thanks for watching.